Hello, draft fans. I'm here today with the Midnight Hunt draft achievement list. And this is a bit of fun that I had last format, and I thought I'd carry it on because it's, good fun. And it is a achievement list, a bit like you get on Xbox or trophy list on PlayStation, where we'll look at the draft format and see what would be trophies on that format on if it was on one of those consoles. So, without much further ado, let's have a look at the achievements. And first up, I've got Death Draw. So this is using Blood Pact to either kill your opponent. Well, so the basic version is to kill your opponent using a life loss, and that's quite a common way of doing things because this style of card pops up once every 3 or 4 sets, and that's pretty good in itself because you can target your opponent. You don't have to draw the cards yourself, and you can get that last little bit of 2 damage in. However, there is a hard mode to this, so this one kind of comes in 2 halves. And the hard mode is killing them with the life loss and the drawn effect as well, if they get down to just a very, very few cards in hand, which in the library, which is quite possible. I don't think it's going to happen very often in this format, but in this format, it does tend to go long sometimes, especially if you're in some kind of like blue black kind of grindy matchup. So I can see that happening, and there will be a number of people out there who will lose to the deck and not a life loss. But you can get both going at the same time. That's pretty special. Next up, Pure Death. Maybe not as spicy as the previous one, but this is using Purifying Dragon, which would ping your opponent's stuff, then using Blade Brand on it to kill anything you want. So that's a pretty good little combo. Removal, draw card. I'm pretty happy with that, and you've also got your big dragon on the board, which is really good as well. It's maybe not super busted, but I think it is something which is worth an achievement as well. Next up, getting the things that are a bit more spicier. And yes, okay, we're just using the cards as they're written here, but it's going to be quite difficult to do, although I have seen it done once at pre-release so far. And this is using Jeren Corrupted Bishop to summon Ormental. And yes, Ormental's not as powerful as he was in the previous iteration. I really love Westvale Abbey. That was such a cool card. And this is a pretty good callback as well as getting the Innistrad 13 in there. This might not be the last time we'll look at 13 in this video either, just throwing that one out there. Up next, we've got Arm Survivor using Enduring Angel, using the ability on that, the transform ability really, to make sure you don't die. So I think a lot of time you'll play this and you'll just win with it because it's a really strong card, or it'll get removed. So what I want to see for the achievement is using the transform ability. Your opponent tries to kill you and they don't die because you've got Enduring Angel out, and then you get this flying double strike, lifelink I think as well, and you have hexproof, and yeah, really really spicy card there as well. So that is the whole idea, is just using Enduring Angel's transform ability. The next one is going full Goyf. Now, as we know, Consuming Blobs call back to Tarmogoyf, and it cares about the number of card types which are in your graveyard, not both, just yours. And in this format, I think you can get 6. So you can get Creature, Artifact, Enchantment, Land, Instant, Sorcery, Planeswalker. That's 7 actually. Did I miss one? Don't think I did. Let us know if I did. We don't have Tribal in this format, but you can get the other 7. So getting up to 7 things in your graveyard with Consuming Blob out is going to be quite a task, not least because you need to get a Planeswalker in there, and Consuming Blob is going to be a creature in itself. So you could, I suppose I'll let you off if you had Consuming Blob in there, but you'd still have to have the 2 mythics, which is what I was really getting at there. So that's going to be pretty difficult in draft. But, you do get these really cool and really busted drafts every now and again, so it certainly is possible, but it will be quite tough to do. So, yeah, definitely worth an achievement and something which I would like to see. And then the last one. Well, what else could it be for the last one? But it's going to be the lucky number 13 with Triska Decaphyl and winning with that 13 cards in hand requirement. And 13 cards in hand is going to be, in a limited deck, more than a quarter of your deck. So it's going to be quite tough, but that's why it's the number 1 achievement. So if it happens, I want to see some screenshots. I want to see them tweeted to the Past Left Drafts Twitter, which is up on your screens now. And if you've made it this far, of course, I'm always appreciative of a subscribe. So again, thanks for watching. Just a little one a day. I'll probably put another gameplay video up at the weekend if I can start winning some games. And apart from that, see you at the draft table.